Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the episode of Earthbound Randomizer. So we are currently in the Deep Darkness, which we literally just landed into last episode. We got some gifts trying to attack us over here. I have a feeling that's going to be another one. And it is. Let's see if we can dupe it around and somehow get it stuck on something. Because there is a giant garbage can that's up there, which I believe is actually supposed to be a present. And, okay, whew, we just dodged that. Nice try, big boy, nice try. It would probably end up attacking us here. Now let's see if this actually is a trash can or a present. And it is. I love how it's huge, because usually it's this tiny little gift box. But inside this giant trash can is a broken tube. Yeah, that's pretty suitable, and sadly, there's nothing to carry. But that's okay. So I'm kind of curious to know what's actually going to be here or not, because I did see some enemies last episode, but I don't really remember what they all are. So we got this giant dude over here, which is usually a card painter, which I believe is the one that we actually saw already. Yes, the most frisky cult leader, which I almost said the most moldy cult leader, and I'm just like, what would a moldy person even look like? But we are going to make our way north. That is a giant present that tries to attack us. Who knows if it's actually going to be a gift or not? And that's what it is too. These things are very terrifying. But at least we know that we are actually within level to be able to actually survive the attacks over here. Because I believe when we were actually playing it on vanilla, by the time we got down here, we were actually getting our butts pretty much kicked. But throughout this randomizer, it's nice to know that we get so much XP that we actually just stay around the same level as all the other enemies. And we got ourselves another present, which has a yo-yo inside. But we can't carry anything, but it's fine. It's good to know what's here, what's not. But we can also port back here, I believe, once we defeat the... Oh, that's some giant people right there. I mean, okay. I believe this is where we need to go to talk to a giant rock, which I don't think, by the looks of it, isn't a giant rock. I also lost train of thought, but that's okay. You guys smell really good. Who am I? I'm a Tenda. Hey, what are you doing inside a dinosaur cage? I'm going to open the door and get out of here right now. I'm the boss, so I will let you out. Thank you for the tender crowd. Now usually it would say, what are you doing outside of there? I will let you in. But I don't know if this misread that, or maybe it was slightly randomized because of a randomizer. But it's fine. We are now talking to what should be a giant rock. You have finally came, Alec. Finally, you talk to me. I am a giant version of your dear Rob right there. But that's okay. We shall move on. Listen, Alec. I'm going to tell you something very important. You may want to take notes. Ready? Got notebook down? Okay, you're the chosen one. Your destiny is not only yours. It's the destiny of the whole universe. No pressure, kid. There will be a time in which all of you in the universe will overlap with each other. It is not necessary to understand now. Do you remember Giant Step in Audit? That is one of your sanctuaries. It is a spot which gave you power, and allows you to realize all your skills. There was a monster that protected it. The monster was influenced by the power of the place. You must have beaten those monsters. You must reach all your 8 power spots in the world. Then the Soundstone records the melodies of all the 8 power spots. You can finally see your world. I'll tell you all the power spots. 1. Giant Step in Onet. Lily Step in Peaceful Rest in Tucson. Milky Well in Grapefruit Valley. Rainy Circle, found by Rob in Winters. Magnet Hill at the edge of the city of Forsyth. Pink Cloud, which Omar knows. And Lumina Hole, where the shining lichen lives live in a cave, which is literally just above us. And 8. A new place is now going to be open to you. The Fire Spring, located in the southwest of here. Listen to all the melodies of the 8 power spots. If you do not fail, you may upset Gigas' plans. Understood, Alec. The time will come. The time when destiny of you and the whole universe will overlap. It is fastly approaching. No pressure, kid. I also wonder if you can actually skip majority of these. I know you can skip the one with Rob and the one where Holly is, but I don't know about the rest of them. And I wonder what would happen if you already have all 8 sectors before you come talking to this rock, because technically we could have found it before then. But either way, really this dude is just talking about folks of summer or something like that. But one of these is actually a store owner, should be right there. So let's see what you got. Nothing that, whoa, actually, there's a holy frying pan, which means I'm going to quickly sell stuff and go to the ATM and buy that for Holly.
A few moments later.
And done like dinner, I also love how actually expensive that item is. So I'm guessing that is actually her special item or her most powerful weapon. Actually it is because it's a holy frying pan. But off we go now to go southwest. But I also want to know if the tiny little Tenda out here is actually a Tenda or not. But we got 2 enemies over here, which should be this one. But we're actually interested in this one, which ends up being a thick axe. We could also just use a auto fight because, well, we're not really doing anything aside from just attacking them and probably trying to preserve the PS move until we get over there. Okay, that was good damage and good EXP over there. At least with the full party, we don't have to worry about losing all the EXP. But now I don't know what happened to the Tenda. It must be you. So are you an enemy or are you actually a Tenda that's just running outside? Oh, okay, cool. You guys helped the upper tribe and the lower tribe again to unite. Soon there will be one village again. Thank you. I love how they were literally just split because of the Tenda being shy on top and the Tenda down below not being shy. Also just waiting for this brain to go by because some of these will actually heal, and I believe the other ones might give the PS heals, I'm not really sure. Also love how we still have one chicken on us, it's just like boop boop, and wee! I love how Lily is just a gigantic monkey blowing bubbles that ended up making us go up there. But now, to southwest we go, and I wonder if we're going to end up buying any presents. I also love how that one Tenda is just like, yeah, I don't care that there's dinosaurs out here, I'm just going to be here. Oh, we got ourselves a gift box up here, which might be the yo-yo. I already forgot which one it is. And it was the yo-yo. It just means we could just sell that though. And we got this little gift, which is actually vanilla, but it actually has a sugar packet inside, so not quite vanilla. I also find it weird how we can't just like go between these like bushes and trees and stuff like that, because there is large enough gap that we could just go through there, but no. And also, speaking of sugar packets, here's a random question for you guys. But not so random for me because I'm literally just drinking some tea, but I want to ask, do you guys like to drink teas or coffee? If so, what kind of tea and how do you like the coffees? And there's a non-stick frying pan inside. Okay, apparently we're just getting a lot of frying pans today. I got intentional, but it works. But the reason why I wanted to ask that because I just said I just made myself some tea because, well, I just had it with my lunch and I still have it now and it's so good. I really love drinking like chai and matchas and a bunch of like herbal teas and stuff like that as well. So I'm just curious to know what your guys' taste is like. And in terms of coffee, I can't actually have coffee because I have allergies to both decaf and caffeinated coffee. It is a very uncommon allergy, but I'm sure somebody out there also shares my pain. So if you are watching this and also have like severe allergies to coffee, let me know, if you can share that. I realized we're just going southeast, but now we're actually on track, and in this coffin we got ourselves a silver bracelet. I also find it really funny that we was showing a coffin because Holly, just before we cut back over here, she ended up fainting. I was like, ooh, when I saw that, it's like, bruh. Also, this place is suddenly littered with a bunch of bases and cult leaders. Like, I don't know where they all came from. They must have came from wherever Cotton Eye Joe was from. That song is like so weird. It tends to get stuck in my head. I don't really know why. I think the reason being is because, well, it plays at work sometimes, and a couple of people are like, yeah, let's just sing along to it. Because at our work, we actually really like to sing. At least not all of us. Because for me, I sing very quietly because I'm actually working on trying to actually sing well before I sing with other people. I'm actually very much an introvert. I'm not really necessarily shy. Are you also the same way? Because I'm sure there's probably a few introverts watching, but also a few people who are also a bit shy. I was gonna say, is there nothing to actually like eat and give like some health to us over here? We got some, but not a whole lot. Because I just want to heal up before we actually end up going in here. Because this is like, yo, we got a spot that we could go into in the future. Which I think is kind of interesting how I believe that is actually connected to the end game, which blows my mind of how tightly connected this whole game is. And obviously it's on Earth, but still. So that wasn't quite where we needed to go. But actually, maybe we need to teleport back to on it. Because we see that we could maybe go there. I believe that's what we need to do. If anything, we'll just come back here. Let's break into the room next door. Except, I need to go to the bathroom first. I don't know why we need to break you to that room, but hey, it's fine. I also went back to the rocket. It was literally just saying, like, literally just go to the south and do that, but we're actually going to save here before we go into the cave. Because I have no idea if we are still going to be safe or not. We probably are, considering it doesn't take that much of a gap between going inside and out here. Oh, you have the mark of bad luck on your face. Why does everybody tell me that I have a bad mark of luck on her face? Does that mean we need to go and talk to our mom to get homesickness off? But I literally did that between episodes, so I doubt it. By the way, let's see what's in here in the fire sanctuary. So usually we would have those pyromaniacs that we fought last episode, and apparently these guys are just going to go. Oh my goodness, those are very luscious green lips you got there, floating robot. I know those aren't necessarily your lips, but I like to imagine it. Just having that robot just like have lips. Where would its lips even be? Would it be on its chest? Would it be up by his eye? Or like, what do you guys feel? I'm also doing auto fight because it's going to literally save us. Like, it's gonna be a lot quicker than we would be just to get our attacks out. And there was lots of going back and forth, but we ended up getting like almost defeated because poor Omar is now gone. But inside this prison, we got ourselves a plain roll inside. And it's too bad that we can't just like heal up with, like, we don't have anything that will give us more psychic powers. I almost said physical powers, but no, not this mouse again. Because they are terrifying. We got defeated again, but at least this time we got ourselves a robo. So there's that, a luminous bot. I love how that's what it's called, and I seriously hope that hopefully at some point we'll also be able to learn something that could actually heal all of us. And we are probably just going to keep going until we get a full party wipe, just because I'm curious to know how far we will get, but also wondering if we'll end up getting anything for our psychic powers. For all we know, we could literally just end up avoiding everything that is a giant threat to us, just like this slip right here. Whew! But it's actually a different enemy. This one's a lesser model. I expected it to be more mouth, and now I got hiccups. Like, where did you come from, hiccups? And are you supposed to be a mini-boss? Because generally, this music happens when there's bosses around, mini-bosses. But mind you, it's also a randomizer that has the music completely randomized as well. That was a lot of EXP that we just got right there. In this present, we got the Coin of Slumber inside. Okay, that is a very good weapon for us. Now here's through another cave which has a butterfly in it. Huzzah! That means we can only just go back and forth until we can actually heal all our party members. I also really love how the butterflies in this game, not necessarily like randomizer, but just like in Earthbound, because I don't remember if it was in Mother 1 or not. It's like, yo, we can give you these psychic things, and I love how they're just like magical butterflies. Very curious to know if any other games also have something similar, in terms not necessarily of butterflies, but of other like animals and stuff like that. But huzzah! We got all our party members back. And now, at least we can prepare for the boss. So we're all heated up and stepping outside greets us with this runaway insect. I love how it's literally just a blue caterpillar, which is really easy to take care of. And now it's just taking care of the lesser model, which, dang, just dodged a lot. But, ow, big damage. Like, bro, we literally just got Omer back, and now you are attacking us? How rude. That's okay, it's just how it is. And it looks like these things are also now just avoiding us. But nope, they aren't. I really love the enemies in here. I love how there's more robot and caterpillars. It's like, some of these things really make no sense to be in here. Like, I don't think the caterpillars would really be in here, but I can say that maybe the robots. Because the robots are just kind of everywhere. But it's also really interesting seeing the caterpillars, because usually in vanilla these things are very rare to actually see, and they're usually called bandit caterpillars as well. So now here's a question for you guys, or another question rather. When you guys have played this game, if you have played this game, what has been your luck with fighting against these caterpillars? Like, did you have good RNG and end up getting them? Or maybe you barely see them, maybe you've seen them like once or none at all. Either way, we move on to another cave area, which I think also has another gift or a present. So I love how in here, it's slowly just going up a volcano. And it's interesting, actually it's really interesting to think about if we literally just skipped over like shroom and went over here. Usually you would get all the sound stones by now, all the other sound stones, and end up going to the magic camp. But that means if you skipped and went to another, then you would faint there. And my goodness, this is another molecule that doesn't want it to run away. It like flashbacks to the freaking pyramid, dude. So it actually just brought us to two sides of separate caves. But this is the one I was thinking of at least. There is a present, and sadly we don't have enough magic to bring poor Omer back to life here. But we are almost to the sanctuary, and we also got lots of equipment from these guys. And now we made it up to the top with only 2 party members to survive because we ran into more Mel's. Like, those darn little things. But let's see if we can actually clutch it out and defeat this guy, probably only Rob. I love how it's literally just a giant moon, but it's actually a shy boulder. So I think our best lucks. Actually, what we're going to do, we don't need to use any of these because if we even had PS moves to use, we'll just use the shield. You see, one of these should actually, we use Monkey's Love because we're gonna use this before when it was just Rob attacking, but we may as well use it now and piss at the enemies, which makes it not move for at least 1 turn, I believe. And it looks like we probably are actually able to defeat this thing nice and easily, because we are way too over leveled. That, or if it uses like a PK move, then no. Well, it gave off rainbow colors. I forgot that this thing had like 2 things, because I believe it's actually a diamond dog originally, and that's a big ow, which means we will then have a party wipe, sadly. So that means at least we now have a full party, at least once we get back to safety, and with that, I think it's a good time to leave it here. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It's not just wig up the subscribe button, throw it on the ground, or, do whatever you want to do with the wig. I don't know, you could probably put it back or something like that. I don't know. Do what you do, leave something down in the comments down below, because I love engaging with you guys. If you want to see more challenges or something in this series, just let me know, because I'm really interested in doing a series of this, or, I don't even know what that just turned into, but okay, stream. I'm just trying to make us our way back to the base so we can actually heal up properly. But yeah, anyways, I don't mean to ramble on. I wanted to say that if you want to see more challenges, let me know, because I do plan on doing 1 challenge series of something. I don't know of what yet. Probably a Zelda series, but either way, we shall actually leave it here. So until then, we shall say peace.